Hi everyone. In this lesson, we're going to compare the performance of 3 common ways to concatenate strings in Java. String using the plus operator, StringBuilder, StringBuffer. We'll write simple benchmarks using a loop that concatenates 100,000 characters and measure how long each approach takes. You can try it out using VS Code or download the example files from the description below. Let's begin with the most basic one, using string. Here, we're using plus equals to append to the string. However, since string is immutable in Java, every time we concatenate, a new string object is created behind the scenes. This involves copying the contents of the old string into a new one, which becomes increasingly expensive as the string grows. Now let's measure how long this process takes using system.currentTime_millis, which returns the current time in milliseconds. When you run this code, you'll likely see that it takes hundreds or even thousands of milliseconds, depending on your system. This is because string concatenation inside loops is inefficient and not recommended for performance-critical code. Let's improve performance using StringBuilder, a mutable class designed for efficient string manipulation. StringBuilder allows us to append characters without creating new objects each time. It uses an internal buffer that expands as needed. After the loop, we convert the result back to a string using .toString. This method is usually much faster than using string, often finishing in just a few milliseconds. Finally, let's test StringBuffer, which is very similar to StringBuilder but thread-safe. StringBuffer uses synchronized methods to make it safe for multi-threaded environments. In single-threaded code like ours, this extra synchronization makes it a bit slower than StringBuilder, but still much faster than string. So, which one should you use? String is thread-safe because it's immutable, but it's very slow for concatenation inside loops, so you should avoid it in those cases. StringBuilder is the fastest and ideal for single-threaded situations. StringBuffer is a good alternative when you need thread safety, but it's a bit slower due to synchronization. Hope this was helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and check the description below for links, documentation, and source code.